Hey guys, this is that one mule guy from the Smash Lab dev team, and we've just released a brand new series of mods called the Mod Blueprints. Basically, these are mods with pre-made mechanics which the people in the modding community can use. You are even free to edit and remix these in your own way possible, and we genuinely cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. This video is directed towards the first blueprint that we have just released, and it is the one that will enable you to add a custom fourth power-up to the game. This video is also just gonna be me going through the documentation page on our website, so if you don't want to watch this, you can just go over to the page and follow the instructions written. Now, the first thing I will go over after you download the blueprint APK is changing the power-up textures. There are 3 files that handle the power-up textures that you need to change to your own textures. The files are time_left.png in the power-ups folder, which is basically the circle overlay that is displayed on the ball counter while your power-up is active. The fourth sprite in inventory_icons.png in the power-ups folder, that is basically what's displayed when there are power-ups in your inventory. And lastly, the first sprite in sprites.png in the GFX folder, which is the actual in-game look of the power-up. Keep in mind that this texture will override the textures for the low quality ball and the ball reflection while you're playing the game. This blueprint does come with 3 power-up effects as examples, and you are free to use them if you like, but note that it is impossible to use all 3 at the same time. These example power-ups are no clip, a crystal doubler, and a time multi-ball. What each of these effects do is self-explanatory and it is in the name. Now, to select these power-ups, you will find a new folder in assets called power-up, and this singular folder handles almost everything you're gonna need related to this fourth power-up. And in this folder, you will find a new script called main.lua. On line 17 of the power-up init function, there will be a new variable called custom pu, and it is going to be set to 0 by default. You can change these values to whatever power-up you want to use, and for no clip the value is 1, for crystal doubler it is 2, and for the multi-ball it is 3. After you set these variables, you can test them in game, and if you just want to use one of these example power-ups, you are now basically good to go. But if you want to see how these example power-ups work, you can just go to the example power-ups function on line 43. Now, if you don't want to use an example power-up and have decided that you want to create your own, you can start by setting custom PU back to 0. Other than this, there are also other variables that you can edit in the power-up init function, for example auto activation, border color, etc. Again, I'm not going to go over this as it is self-explanatory. Once you're done with that, and if you're ready to code your power-up, then you can scroll down to line 31, and here you're going to find a function called custom PU code. How this function basically works is that it's going to check every single frame while the game is active, checking whether the custom power-up is active or not, and based on that it is going to execute code. You are going to find comments here that will guide you where to put your code so you don't accidentally mess up. And just for the sake of this video, I'm going to copy paste the code from the no clip effect right under this guiding comment over here. And now for every frame that this power-up is active, the script is going to execute this small bit of code that turns on the no clip. And for turning it off, which is what this line if not custom pu active then is for, I would just need to write kn set no clip false. Most of the time you will need to add a bit of code under this line right here to make sure you fully deactivate the power-up and reset your variables. And that's it. That's literally everything you need to add your own custom power-up to smash it. One more thing before I end this video, every blueprint that we release, including this one, will come with KnShim pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about adding it yourself. And with that, I will end this video. Thanks for watching and have fun adding your new power-ups.